What if the perfect electric car isn't big, fast, or expensive? Because in cities, none of that really matters. What matters is size, efficiency, and how easy a car is to live with every single day. And that's exactly where the Renault Twingo E-Tech comes in. It's small, fully electric, and designed specifically for urban environments. No unnecessary complexity, no oversized dimensions, just a simple and focused approach to mobility. And I'm Ava, and today we're taking a closer look at the Renault Twingo E-Tech Electric Techno version. But is this tiny EV actually smart? From the outside, the Twingo E-Tech makes its purpose very clear. This is a compact city car, and everything about its design reflects that. With a length of around 3.6 meters, it's significantly smaller than most modern hatchbacks, which makes it incredibly easy to maneuver in tight urban spaces. The short overhangs and upright body shape maximize interior space, while keeping the footprint minimal. The front design is simple but friendly, with rounded headlights and a clean, approachable look. This isn't an aggressive car, and it's not trying to be one. Instead, it focuses on accessibility and practicality. Because this is an EV, the front grille area is mostly closed, improving aerodynamics and efficiency. Small details like this help extend range, even if only slightly. On the side, the compact proportions become even more noticeable. The wheelbase is optimized to give as much cabin space as possible, and the tall roofline helps improve headroom inside. Despite its size, it doesn't feel cramped from the outside. At the rear, the design remains simple and functional. Vertical taillights help improve visibility, while the overall shape makes parking easier in tight spaces. And that's really the key point here. Every design decision is focused on making this car more usable in a city environment. Not flashy, not aggressive, just smart. Step inside, and the Twingo E-Tech immediately shows what it's all about. This is not a car trying to impress you with luxury. Instead, it focuses on simplicity, clarity, and everyday usability. The dashboard layout is clean and easy to understand. You get a central infotainment screen that is positioned high enough to be visible without taking your eyes too far off the road, along with a compact digital display that shows essential driving information like speed, battery level, and range. Physical controls are still present for key functions like climate settings, which makes it much easier to use while driving compared to fully touch-based systems. The materials used throughout the cabin are mostly hard plastics, but they feel solid and durable, which is exactly what you want in a city-focused car that will see daily use. You also get small design touches depending on the trim, including color accents and fabric inserts that make the cabin feel a bit more lively and less basic. In terms of seating, the front seats are simple but comfortable enough for daily commuting. They provide decent support, especially for shorter drives around the city. The driving position is slightly upright, which improves visibility and makes it easier to judge the car's dimensions in tight spaces. That's a big advantage when you're dealing with narrow streets or crowded parking areas. Now, considering the size of this car, interior space is surprisingly usable. The Twingo is designed as a four-seater, and for short to medium trips, it works well. Headroom is actually quite good thanks to the tall roofline, even for taller passengers. Legroom in the rear is limited, but acceptable for the segment, especially if the front seats are adjusted reasonably. This is clearly a car designed for urban use, not long-distance comfort for 4 adults, but it handles everyday situations well. Boot space is around 219 liters, which is enough for groceries, a couple of bags, or daily errands. If you need more space, the rear seats can be folded down, increasing practicality significantly and allowing you to carry larger items when needed. There are also multiple storage areas inside the cabin, including door pockets, cup holders, and small compartments for personal items, which make daily life easier. Another important advantage is visibility. The large windows, relatively thin pillars, and upright seating position create a very open feeling inside the cabin. You don't feel boxed in, which is something many small cars struggle with. This also helps with safety and confidence when driving in tight city environments. Overall, the interior of the Twingo E-Tech is not about luxury or high-end materials. It's about smart use of space, ease of use, and practicality. Everything is designed to make daily driving simpler, more comfortable, and less stressful, which is exactly what a city EV should deliver. On the road, the Twingo E-Tech feels exactly like what it is, a city-focused electric car. It uses a rear-mounted electric motor producing around 60 kilowatts, which is roughly 82 horsepower. That might not sound like much, but in a lightweight car like this, it's more than enough for urban driving. Acceleration is smooth and immediate, as you would expect from an EV, especially at lower speeds. 0 to 50 kilometers per hour happens quickly, making it easy to keep up with traffic in the city. The top speed is limited to around 135 kilometers per hour, which tells you exactly where this car is meant to be used. Range is officially around 190 kilometers based on the WLTP cycle, although real-world city driving can sometimes be slightly better due to regenerative braking. Charging is also designed for convenience. With AC charging up to around 22 kilowatts, you can recharge the battery relatively quickly at compatible public chargers, which is a big advantage for city users without home charging. The ride is comfortable at low speeds, and the small size makes it extremely easy to maneuver and park. Tight turning radius, light steering, and good visibility all come together to create a stress-free driving experience. In terms of features, the Techno version adds a bit more convenience and usability. You get a touchscreen infotainment system with smartphone connectivity, likely including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Basic driver assistance features are also included, such as lane assist and parking sensors, making daily driving easier and safer. Climate control, keyless entry, and modern connectivity features help bring the Twingo into the current EV era, even if it's not packed with high-end technology. But the real question is it worth it? And the answer depends entirely on your needs. If you're looking for a long-range EV, highway performance, or advanced luxury features, this is not the car for you. But if you want something compact, efficient, easy to drive, and perfectly suited for city life, then the Twingo E-Tech makes a very strong case. It's simple, affordable, and focused on what really matters. And in a world where cars are getting bigger and more complicated, that simplicity might actually be its biggest advantage. I'm Ava, and I'll see you in the next one.